Clap. Welcome. Hey guys, welcome to the video. I'm Amy and I post 3 videos a week every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 12 p.m. EST. I post a lot of foundation reviews, makeup first impressions, full face one brand, lots of makeup centric content here, as well as a little bit of lifestyle. Sometimes I do vlogs. So if that sounds like your kind of content, go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss out on mine. In today's video, we are going to talk about my February favorites. If you want to learn about my monthly favorites for this February, then just keep watching. So let's go ahead and start with skincare. I only have one skincare item that I want to talk about. I don't like to introduce too much skincare at one time. And if you saw my January monthly favorites, you know that I got the Trend Mood and Good Molecules box. I think it was in no, was it in January? I think it was the beginning of January when that box came out. But I didn't want to like throw everything on my face because I wouldn't be able to tell you what I liked or didn't like about things. So this month in February, I tried the Good Molecules Discoloration Correcting Serum. Yes. The color and texture of this serum is actually so different from any of the other serums and oils in my collection, but it has this like pearliness. It makes it really beautiful for like under foundation and stuff because it does give your skin a very like luscious, radiant, beautiful effect. I love it because it's affordable. They provide to you every ingredient that's in here. So if there is something that you are allergic to or find irritates your skin, you can call it out. You can see that it's there. So I love Good Molecules, period. This product itself, it is not sticky. The texture is so nice and it goes into the skin so well. It looks beautiful on the skin. And it actually helps reduce your scarring and discoloration, like so well. I have been trying out some other skincare things over the last couple of months and I kind of halted those so I could try this and like really see the difference. This actually helped the darkness in this scar specifically and this scar. Another winner from that Good Molecules box. I have not been disappointed yet with anything. So I'm excited about that. The next thing that would be like in between skincare and foundation would be Smashbox Vitamin Glow. I love the Smashbox Primerizer because I'm not a primer person, but I am a dry skin person, so I love anything that adds a little bit of moisture, like a lightweight moisturizer before I go in with my makeup, or to mix in with my makeup even. And I also, if you didn't know, I love vitamin C, so I love having this primer with vitamin C in it. I did not notice that it really reacted very much different from the regular primerizer. I did try them side by side, and I felt like maybe this had like a hair more glow to it than the regular one, but overall my foundation reacted the same to both of them. It didn't break up more on one side or the other, but the glow one, the Vitamin Glow one, did have a little bit more of a glow than the primerizer. But I love this as well. And another thing that might be described as skincare, might be described as a primer. I would describe it as a mixer, but this has been possibly my favorite discovery, and it's not really discovery because everyone knew about it. It's my favorite so far. It's my favorite. Yeah, I think it's my favorite. And that is the Auric Glow Lust. I do have a full review on this. If you would like to see it, I will link it here. And I did talk about the eyeshadows that Samantha Ravndal came out with, that Auric came out with, the Smoke Reflex. I have all 3 shades of them, and I demonstrate them in that video as well. But I haven't worn them since then, so I don't want to put them in a favorites. I have worn this many times since then. again, if you haven't seen that video, my favorite ways to wear this is as a highlighter and mixed in with my foundation. I'm wearing it mixed in with my foundation today, and I'm wearing a matte foundation, guys. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I don't know what to tell you. It's beautiful. If I were to have a con about it, I would say I do think we need to have a lighter shade. I know she called this kind of like a cool toned beige, I believe is like the undertone she called it. But on my cool toned skin, it's actually quite gold. But as you can see just from here, it looks yellow on my skin. So I do wish that it were more pink. It does blend out and it doesn't look too crazy on my skin, even just wearing it as a base itself. But I do think it is yellow. It's definitely, well, you know what? It's peach. I would say it has a peach undertone, maybe not a gold undertone. So to someone with a yellow undertone, it might look cool tone beige. But to us pale cool tone people, it's quite gold or peachy. So I do wish that it were a little bit more pink. I don't think that Sam would be opposed to expanding that shade range in any way, shape, or form. I do think that that brand will be very open to, you know, criticism and constructive feedback from the audience. And I do think that I've also heard other pale people say that it is a little bit dark and a little bit too yellow peachy. But the formula and the product itself is beautiful. Chef's kiss. Sam, you did your thing. It's so good. It's so good. I am consistently reaching into my collection for older foundations and trying them again. And in February, I used this one again, and man, I love it. I mentioned in my, what's it called? The 21 questions tag video that I did mention that I think that this is one of the most underrated high-end products. I've never heard anybody talk about it. I had to search for YouTube videos on it to try to get like a color idea when I was purchasing this, because there was like none out there that I could find. There were a very small handful of people have posted YouTube videos with this, but I think that it is so highly underrated. It is a high-end foundation, but that is the Elizabeth Arden Flawless Finish, the Skin Caring. This is the new one, the Skin Caring Foundation with hyaluronic acid, vitamin C and E. This is a sheer to light coverage foundation, and it's just so beautiful on the skin. It's so beautiful on the skin. I did use this in a video, a full face trying Elizabeth Arden. I will link that here if you haven't seen it. But man, I loved it from the moment that I put it on my skin. I love the way it feels. It is very serum-y and feels very like hydrating and plumping and nourishing to the skin. Skin caring is a perfect description. I absolutely love it. If you are interested, I am in 110N. If you didn't see, I tried Charlotte Tilbury for the first time this month. Again, I will link the video here. And I primarily tried the Pillow Talk collection, but I also picked up a few of the minis since they started selling minis. And I picked up the mini powder in One Fair. I love this. Like from the moment that I put this on my under eyes, I was like, that's beautiful. I use it for my under eyes. I haven't really used it for my whole face yet. I use it for like my under eye, like this section right here, which I use a different powder today. Sorry. But it's so like softening. Like it immediately just looks soft under my eye, and I absolutely love it. Like I could tell as soon as I swiped it under my eye, I was like, ooh, I love that. But I don't know if I would ever pick up the big size because it is quite expensive. I have a lot of other powders, a lot of powders that I love, but I do really, really like this. And I would suggest, I don't know if the math breaks out where it'd be more economical for you to just go ahead and get the big one. But if you haven't tried it, I would say at least pick up the little one, and it's really nice. I really like it. And sadly, I also really ended up liking the Pillow Talk blush. Again, I'm not wearing this today because I did like try some new stuff today in other videos that you'll see. But man, in the video, I was like, I don't know, it's like not special. It's just like neutral. And then every day after I filmed that video, I was like, you know, that would be the perfect blush for this look. Oh, you know what would be the perfect blush for this look? Pillow Talk. And it's not necessarily even the color. Like, I'm happy about the color because it is such a nice, neutral, rosy, peachy. It hits kind of all the corners, all the notes for me that I would want or need for most looks. But it is the formula. It makes my skin look so good. This isn't it, but it does give me this kind of effect without having Glow Lust mixed in with my foundation. You know what I mean? And I'm wearing a cream blush today, and I have Glow Lust mixed in with my foundation to get this kind of look, where Pillow Talk gives me this kind of look without that. Like, I could wear a matte foundation with Pillow Talk blush, and it gives me this kind of situation, if that makes sense. So I've really been loving it, which I don't like, but that leads me to believe that I really like her powder products. So I do recommend them if you are already in the market and you already wanted to buy them. I do like them. All right, now let me pull out some eyeshadow. Okay, so I've got one new thing and two older things here. Let's talk about the older things really quickly. I used these on my channel in February, and I'm putting them in this video. If you did not see that video, you're mistaken, and I will link it here for you to watch it. But these Lottie London palettes, guys, they are so good. They look like this. You can get them at Target. You can get them online at Lottie London. I think you can get them on Ulta. I'm not 100% sure. But gosh, they're so beautiful. They are so versatile. They are $7. They are so affordable. This might be like my new favorite actually drugstore available eyeshadow formula. It's so good, guys. And I don't even want to say new because I have been using this since like the start of my channel. Yeah, I mean, I think that was like one of my first 5 videos I used this eyeshadow, and it has been shocking me ever since. Like, I've tried so many eyeshadows. I've used so many eyeshadows on this, but I just really want to get through your head that like I highly recommend these. I have no affiliation. I don't know this brand, nothing about them. I just think their palettes are so good and so affordable and like highly underrated. I don't hear many people talk about their palettes, and I just think they're so good and they're so affordable, and you need to check them out if you haven't. And then this palette, ladies and gentlemen, this is the palette of freaking 2020. It broke the internet. It changed people's lives, and it is so good. This is the It's Freakin' Bats palette from Shroud Cosmetics and BeautBean. Her name is Betty Jean. She's on YouTube. She is on Instagram. She does really like colorful, like glam looks, like intricate looks, glam looks, things like that. I did not know about her until people started talking about this palette in like will I buy it type videos. And when I saw this color story, guys, oh my god, I love it. Like, I love, first of all, I love this kind of shade, period. This is an excellent eyeshadow shade. I love it with like mustards and grungy greens, everything like that. Love. This color, that's one of my favorite colors. I love blue and orange, and this is the blue. When I'm saying blue, I mean, look at my shirt right now. Like, wait, that would work better. Look, it blends right in, and I love this color of this shirt. I don't necessarily, the style of this shirt's kind of weird, but the color of this shirt I really love. So it had those colors, amazing. I was so excited about. It had, look at this color. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Look at that. Look at how saturated and ridiculous those are. And let's go one more matte in here. We've got this. Let's get a little bit bigger. This deep eggplant color. Like, look at that. Look. Look at that. Look at how amazing that is. Those are one swipe, and my fingers still have tons of pigment on them. I did not go back and forth. I did not put a primer down. Those are just beautiful. Look at how beautiful they are. I'm so sorry. I'm so weird today. And then like these, well, my fingers now are colorful. But, and then these are the like, oh God, these shimmers, dude. These shimmers, dude. They just feel like amazing. Amazing. Oh, the like bluey one, the purpley one. You got this lime green one. You've got this more like minty kind of green. And then you have this color. Guys. Look at these. Look at how metallic they are. They are so soft and so creamy and so ridiculous. Stop it. They're not wet. Those are dry metallics, guys. Dry metallics, guys. Guys, I'm obsessed with this palette. The colors are amazing. Color selection, amazing. Color story, amazing. Formula, out of this world. It's so delicious. I will 100% be buying more stuff from Shroud Cosmetics. I cannot wait. I don't want to order anything right now because they are still trying to ship out orders from the original pre-order in October. I have used this quite a few times just because I love these colors. I did a green look. I did a look on my Instagram actually using every single color in here, and it's on my highlights for, it's called It's Freakin' Bats. So if you wanted to check that out and watch me create that look, I did use this color on its own all over my lid. I have an Instagram photo of that as well. It's so good. Like, I still can't believe these metallics. These metallics are what I want from every metallic ever. I don't need the glitter, guys. Hold the glitter. Glitter is cool and it's nice and it can be pretty, but this is what I want. I want a wet, metallic, delicious, creamy. That's what I like. Yeah. So I do think that they will continue to sell this as long as there is want for it. But I do think her shop is currently down. Like, no orders can be processed until she's done fulfilling all of the original orders. And then she'll be able to, you know, catch up. But I would go ahead and follow them on Instagram so that you can get all the updates. I will link them below because I highly recommend, even if you don't like this color story, just from having this palette, I know that their formula is amazing. So I would recommend it. All right, I have two more makeup items. One is, during the holiday season, I was buying a lot of stuff from Ulta. I had some giveaways during my Vlogmas and things like that. And it was one of those things where if I spent like $45, I got a free like little bag full of Ulta makeup stuff. And I got this in that bag, the lipstick in Barely There. So this is what the component looks like. It's just a nice little plastic with the color on the end. And I saw this, right? And I was like, oh, sure, I'll try that. A lovely nude and, love. I love it. I love it. It's very creamy. It is a beautiful color. This is like, it's not perfect. I would like it to be like half a step deeper and maybe a hair cooler, but I'm not at the point where I want to go looking at their other shades. But I do like this shade. I think it's a really nice nude for me, and it's really easy to just put on. It is super comfortable. It has, as you saw, like coverage, like there's color there, but it is almost like a lip balm. It doesn't have like a lot of reflect to where it's maybe considered like maybe like a satin lipstick kind of formula, but I love it. I've been wearing it like every time that I do a bolder eye look with that BeautBean palette and everything like that. I'm like, okay, I'll just grab this. It's just so easy and I've really been enjoying it. And another thing that I just recently tried, surprisingly, it's been around and raved about forever and ever, and it is worth the hype. It is the Essence Shine 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 lip gloss. I do only have the clear shade here, but ma'am, see, that is a shine shine shine. Like, I look like I just got lip filler. But I do love this lip gloss. It is definitely worth the hype. Cherry bubbly, you guys. A cherry flavor that doesn't taste like a cough drop or cough syrup. Amazing. Wonderful. Thank you so much. But I've tried a few of the flavors. I don't remember them off the top of my head right now for some reason. But the cherry was the first one that I was like, ooh, that's nice. It gives me, it doesn't taste like Coke, but it gives me dark pop vibes. That's my description. But I really like it. If you have suggestions for carbonated waters, sparkling waters that you drink, let me know down below because I love to try more. Okay? I like variety. All right. Sure. Next thing I want to talk about is, do you guys remember when I purchased this? The Skyler perfume palette, and I was like, oh, I don't know, they're like fine or whatever. Like, I did a first impression on them, and I like smelled them and kind of described to you what they were, and I wore a couple of them. So I've been wearing them like individually mixed and trying things out. I love when brands have like testers of their perfumes like this, because perfume is such a unique thing. You might be like, I love Lily of the Valley, okay? But then you smell a perfume that is called like Lily of the Valley and you're like, I absolutely hate that. It just depends on like the supporting characters in the perfume as well, or fragrance, whatever. So I love when they give you, first of all, I love when brands will give you a tester set like this so that you can smell multiples. But I also love brands like this, and I think it's like Clean, I think it's just called Clean, where they have like simple fragrances that you can like layer and things like that, because I love that as well. But out of these, I'm gonna say my favorite one, okay, favorite one single one is going to be Isle. And this one is called Beachy Dewy Fresh. With a subtle citrus spiced sandalwood, this ocean-inspired oasis will have you feeling relaxed, refreshed, and ready to take on the day. It's got bergamot, cardamom, and sandalwood in it, and it's just, it is that. And we are in the freaking dead of winter now. Well, we're not really, because freaking, I gotta stop. Because spring is coming, but winter just got here. Like, there's like a foot of snow outside here in Ohio. And so I've just been really, you know, savoring this like nice little fresh, light, it's a little bit like it says citrusy because of the bergamot. So it's got like a almost fruity, but more ocean. It makes me feel like I'm on a beach. Oh, and it's the little things these days, you know? But it makes me very happy to think about the sunshine that I can't enjoy out there. So I wanted to say Isle from Skyler has been a favorite this month, helping me feel a little happy, you know? I'll take anything I can get these days, right? Let's talk about this other scent right here, baby. The Annika's Larone candles. I did purchase I think these are 8 ounces, right? No, these are 6 ounces, 5.75 ounces. I did purchase the small ones because I wanted to get multiple scents and get a sense like I just described. Like, I like to have multiple scents. And this one is my favorite. I've only burned 2 of them. I've only burned these 2. I do have a third one called Bloom I haven't burned yet. And they're not empty. Like, I'm still burning. but Flourish is, it gives me the same vibes, except for this as the perfume. Except this isn't oceany, whereas that's very like ocean air, things like that. This is fresh bouquet of flowers, but in a sweet way. Not super like rosy gardenia way, but just like a sweet floral. It is a little bit of a creaminess to it to like hold it together. I don't know how to explain scents, but it's so nice. This one is definitely my favorite. I would definitely repurchase and get the glass container, but I am glad to have these little containers. So sorry if the framing changed. I had to change the battery. I have one more favorite to talk about, and that is this.
Do you have a bad neck? Or do you work at a desk? Do you have a large chest, or maybe always looking at your tech? This thing's for you. That was super cringy. Super cringe.
But anyways, I purchased this on Amazon, and it is called like a lacrosse, a double lacrosse ball or something, I think is what like the term of this style of thing is. And I love it. It's so nice. Okay, so I put it on the ground and I lay on it, and my spine goes right here, so it can go through and crack every part of my back. And it helps also if you are very stiff and tight, like from where your bra strap is to the top of your neck, like in between your shoulder blades, like that kind of area. This is so good at like getting at those muscles and really loosening them up. This is the easiest thing to like get the most by yourself, if that makes sense. Because I feel like with those other, with like the big apparatuses like the hook and such, I'm using muscles to work my muscles, so I'm getting less benefit from it, like if I were to relax my muscles like I can with this, if that makes sense. And I have one thing, I tried to find more because I felt bad putting only one thing in the fails, but I only have one thing. There are things that were like, didn't impress me much, but this is the thing that was not necessarily like even, well, it's kind of a fail. I don't know. 100% not worth your money. Not worth it. Not worth it. I've worn it multiple times now. It's not worth it. It's not. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. I'm very pale, as you can see. Like, I'm very pale. I am a pasty girl. You would think these fair, very blendable shades would be like workable on me. But no, dude. No. This is like, okay, hold on. I'm going to do the darkest shade on my hand. I still have all of these. And it's not even as dark as this shade here. Like, that's not enough depth for me. So there's that. And then I'm going to do the like metallic shade here. Like, look. These have reflect. This is non-existent. And then I'm going to do the like shimmer pop shade. Like, invisible. Now I'm going to do the pale shade. Like, I don't get it. $53. This palette was $35. This palette is $53. Are you kidding me? 100% not worth it. Not worth my time, bro. I cannot believe I spent $53 on this. This is 100% not worth it. I'm highly disappointed that people say that it's good. I can't believe that there are people on the internet that are recommending it. That's how I feel about it. As I said earlier, I do love the blush and I do love the powder, but this is 100% completely unworth it. I don't get it, guys. I don't get it. I do not get the hype on that. I do not get it. But yeah, that is all of my favorites for the month of February. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. It helps me out so much. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!